All right, good morning everyone. Opening bell underway. Look at that move. Let's see what happens with this. Hope everyone is well. So our New York low level being taken, our Asia level lows, that was the target that we wanted to see taken out for the sweep today. So would love to see Asia lows swept and then a move back up from there. Got a really nice drop from the previous daily high, rejection and a sweep, change of character, everything, right? So if we are going to continue lower, seeing price maybe reject from previous daily high here, putting in that right shoulder somewhere up here to go lower would be great. And then, we'll have to see if this moves back up there, but all right, decoding my life. Good morning. Welcome to the YouTube stream. All right, a little bit of a divergence here with YM pushing price below the low there. Asia lows are right here at right about the 750 level here, so we want to see price get down to 750 if we can. If it does hold though, that's fine. We did sweep out this whole London consolidation over here. See if we can get it to roll back. To the upside here. Nice little move up here. Some volatility coming in. Let's see what we can get here. So we want to see this candle close inside of these two candles after sweeping the Asia lows. So we have, about 12 minutes to go. So what I'd like to see is for price to come down here to that Asia low, sweep that level, so 750, sweep that level, hit that level, come back up, and then this candle closes bullish inside these candles. If we close bearish, so if we close outside of 750, then that's going to make this candle bearish, obviously, and then we'll have our 15-minute bearish bias, but our 4-hour, I believe, will also be bearish, right? If you look at the 4-hour candle, that looks like a pretty bearish candle. So, and then that would change our bias to bearish, and we'd be looking for price to go lower, so maybe down to this 4-hour imbalance, which is what I outlined in that pre-market video, right? Coming down to the 4-hour imbalance here, there was an inversion here that we may have, that it overlaps with that it may react from, right? So coming down to 600, 650 to tap into this imbalance would be a good move. Oh, did we hit 750? I think we just 750.75, so 3 ticks off. Very interesting. And then we popped all the way back up to 790, so 40-point move right off of that. Let's see if we get a closure above, maybe. See what happens with this here. It looks pretty strong. See if we get a change of character now above these highs. Close back above day open price. This may be the sweep we're looking for. Did we take out Asia? Yeah, technically we did. So let's see. If we get a change of character and a move up, then we can look for a retracement, right? Like I said, this candle closes bullish, 15-minute bullish, closes bullish. Then we look for a setup to go long. Okay, it's good close, big strong close. Let's see if we make an imbalance here, or if we completely close it and come back. Yep, and there's divergence at the low now, which is good. We technically already have a change of character, right, with this, so we could come back and take the retest of this level, like 800. If it comes back to 780, that certainly could be something that we look for. Okay, let's see if we retest that change of character. 780 would be a good retest. $800, retesting 800 now. Now let's see if we close above the day open price. If we do that, it looks pretty good. 5 seconds. We are just at the line here. Boom, okay. Didn't quite close above it, but we came very, very close. That retest there at 800 was pretty strong. Now we just have to see if it breaks this high. Coming back here, like I said, at 780 level, we still could come back and sweep it. Right now, for a bullish setup, because we don't have a 15-minute bearish bias, or bullish bias rather, to support this. But if we did, this would be the internal sweep, coming back into the order block here, and then, you know, keying off of this divergence. That would be ideal. If we hold this though, and we break structure, and it creates an imbalance, we could take the imbalance push. But I kind of want to see what how the 45-minute, this 15-minute candle closes to make that judgment call. It's looking like it's pretty good, but still kind of struggling to break this high, so I think it still could come back. Yep, there it goes. All right, let's see if we sweep this level here. Or if we hold the OB, it's not really technically an OB yet until we cross it, but let's see if this holds. Okay, coming down, see if we sweep that. 780. $780 swept almost, but we did sweep that internal low. Let's see if we close back above it now. All right, big bearish candle coming back up. How does this close? Does it close above or below? Looks like it's gonna come all the way back. All right. So now if we get a bullish close here, I might consider taking a buy. If we close above this 800, I think we might consider this a long setup here. Let's try to see what the risk is going to be. 70 points. It's not too bad, I guess. All right, let's take this long here. So we're in at about 820. Stop is at 70 points below this low here. We're going to go for 1-to-1 just before the 900. So like 895, 897, something like that. Okay, we enter this long here. See for 1-to-1, and then if we get that closure above the 850, I will set to break even, because it's going to be dangerous once we take out these highs. So if we do get a nice run above this and close above this, we'll set to break even. If it comes back and hits its break even, no worries. But if it holds and it keeps going, then it should get the momentum to carry to reach back up here. All right, so nicely in profit right now. Good run. 5 seconds to close above these highs. And not quite. But we are above day open price here. So now this becomes an order block, right? So holding this level, we could either break even at 50, or I could reduce my stop to factor in this divergence. We'll see how the candle closes. If it's a nice strong candle, I'll just move my stop. If it's kind of like a wicky candle and we close above like this, then I'll set the break even and then see if we get stopped out. We are in this, Webster, yes. The entry was 820. And we're looking to close above 850 right now. And if we do, with a nice strong candle like so, all right, stop is going to get moved up to 780. So now we're like a 40-point stop, okay, running for 75 points-ish to 895. Let's go. All right, let's see where we're at. 50 points is right about at these highs. All right, I will probably consider taking it right there. Maybe not going for the full 70. Let's see. I just don't like that we still have this bearish bias here. And we are very close to the 45-minute mark, right? How this candle's closing. So if we close with a wick above here, I'll like to stay in this trade. But you know what happens once we take a couple highs. Price can always retrace and come back on us. So all right, we need to hold the day open price. We need to stay above it. Close above it, ideally. This coming back now to the order block here. We really don't want it to stay, or close rather, below 50% of this level. So like I said, the level here is to protect this move. So let's see what happens. Do we protect the move or not? Staying on the entry, just about the entry, hovering. All right, 30 seconds to close. Let's see how we close. If we close back above day open price, that's what we want to see. But that was a pretty strong candle down, so let's see if we get that closure back above. Yeah, not looking that great now. So came all the way back. I'm going to take out right now here at break even because I just don't like the way this looks at the moment. So we'll wait because it's choppy, right? We did take out a high here. We're chopping around. If it comes back and sweeps another low, or if it comes back and hits another point of interest like lower and sweeps, I'll consider it. But we're at 9:45 here. Our still 15-minute bias is still bearish. So I'm just going to play it a little safe here. I took it out with a little bit of profit, and look, it's coming back. Pretty hard now, of course. But I think this is going to chop around some more. So let's see. All right, maybe we'll take out another low. I liked the sweep here. That was good. I liked that we came back above the open price, dipped back below. So it's chopping around. I think we'll get a range here. This range right here, I'm assuming is going to be where we get the next retracement once we take out that high. And what's that level? 880, right? So we'll probably get another bearish reaction at 880. I said I was gonna break even at the close above here, and I would have gotten breaking even that way as well. So I just don't like it when it's chopping around like this. So if we get another sweep of, I don't want to say this one because this one's a divergence low, so I don't really necessarily think that this will get tagged before we hit this high. Look like we are going to hit that high. All right, let's see if we get a 880 rotation back down. We did sweep out that high there though. Look at that. You know me from BTMMM? I appreciate it, bro. Thanks for joining the stream today. All right, let's see what happens at 880. 880 rotation. There's also a little imbalance right up here, so it could be 890 or even 900, but there's 880. Tag it. Do we come down? There's always a nice move down from 880. Come on. Here we go. Ooh, look at that. 15-minute imbalance up top. Yes, there is right up here. And the order block as well. So there's the reaction. This is probably going to come right back up though. It's given the structure it is right now. I don't think this is going to keep going down. So yeah, there is an imbalance up here and order block up here. We can look for those to target to the upside. If we get another sweep, if this does go down, I don't think it will, but if this does keep going down and we get another sweep lower, like I said, there's a divergence here, so I don't know if this is going to be the one to sweep. I would think to be a bigger sweep, like one of these would be more likely, to be honest. But let's see what it does at 880 here. The break above 880 is going to be the first sign. So 10 seconds, here we go. Break above. Once we get into that imbalance above here, I think we could get another move down. So what is that, 890? Right now you can see the bullish order flow holding in place, right? Holding the order block here, coming back, holding the order block here, going up. So let's see what happens at this imbalance in the OB and 900. That's in the premium of this level here, and that's right below previous daily high. It would be where we would expect price to be bearish from if we were going to continue to be bearish today, because of that imbalance right there, right? That big move down. Problem is that we didn't really break any of the structure, right? We didn't see a closure underneath any of these lows. We did see a change of character here. So it is technically, you know, bearish. But because we didn't see any follow through and any, you know, closure through these before coming back up, I don't think we're going to go lower today. I think we're going to keep going higher. So, but let's see. Right, the imbalance here might also be a good place to see price trade into. And at 10 o'clock, we'll get that 15-minute close, right? We'll see how this 4-hour candle closes as well. If it closes like this with a big doji that has swept both sides, then we have to see where in the range of the previous candle it falls to give us our bias. And right now, that would be bearish. Ooh, there's that big drop from that level there. All right, so this is good, right? So in 7 minutes, right, when we get a 10 o'clock, 4-hour close and the 15-minute candle close, if we have this structure in place, okay, and price stays around here, we'll get a 15-minute bearish bias. We'll also get a 4-hour bearish bias to go with it. And then we'll also have a swing high, i.e. this one, going into our point of interest, which is going to be the imbalance above, or, you know, it could be this order block, or it just could be previous daily high. But what I want to see after 10 o'clock is going to be a sweep of this high, and then a change of character or sweep, or yeah, change of character, and then an imbalance, and then we can take the imbalance move down, and that'll be the setup we can look for. Price is still pretty choppy though, and still pretty bullish. Our original buy trade here would have been okay. It would have at least got up to 50 points, right? And then getting up to here would have been the additional 70 take profit, which looks like it's going to hit too. It always takes me to get out of the trade for price to move, seems, on these streams. Okay, let's see the next 5 minutes, see how the candle closes, and where exactly is the 50% again? It is right where we are, basically. So we got to close under 870. Oh, there's a peak above into that imbalance. See if we get price to move up a little bit higher here. Okay, another 880 reaction. See how far this goes. Okay, this is leading up into 10 o'clock here. Interesting. It's a pretty strong candle down. 10 seconds to go. See if we can close through these up candles, and that will be a 1 minute change of character there. But it's not going to. Not quite. Okay, we did get a bearish close though. We did get a sweep back above these highs and the 80 level, and it is rolling back through 850. So that is interesting. Let's see. Okay. Close below 850. Close below day open. Close below day open would be pretty huge. Okay, 2 seconds to go. We are closing below 850. Let's see if we form an imbalance here, if it keeps going or if it pops right back up here. This is where it should pop right back up. Day open price. Should see it come right back up and take us to new heights. Otherwise, it'll hold 850. Okay, looks like it's trying to. Oh, there we go. Okay, interesting. Oh, all right. Try to. All right, let's see if we close back above or below 850 here. That'll be important. There is a change of character here, right? So there is a potential move down, like I said. So we are respecting that change of character. We're moving lower. If we move through day open price, that'll be a pretty strong closure below. And we're just right on the borderline here. All right, 1 more minute to go on the 10 o'clock. I'm not doing anything yet until that happens, right? I want to see where we end up here. Remember, closing under 870 will give us a 4-hour bearish candle. And this 15-minute candle will also be bearish since we took out the high there and closed bearish as well. So this is looking like a bearish setup if we do get that closure in 30 seconds underneath the open price. Oof. Big movement down. Okay. See if there's going to be some follow through here. Certainly looks like it. All right, 10 o'clock, here we go. See what happens here. We get a big retracement. So 4 hours bearish, 15-minute is bearish, right? If we leave ourselves an imbalance here, day open price could look for a short opportunity. If we form ourselves an internal high here at the day open price or something relatively like that, sweep it and we come down like so. That's what I would like to see happen. Okay, but price may have other plans. Okay, price is definitely, or order flow has definitely shifted bearish, at least for the moment. All right, we'll go back to the 15 here so you can see here. Nice reaction to the imbalance there. All right, coming down here to the lows. If we come down here to the lows and take it out, then probably going to see further drop down. So yeah, let's see if we can get it. Love to see that. You got to get closure below 800, right? All right, let's see if we can get an entry here. Maybe if we get to the order block. Day open price, there's an imbalance there. Okay, closure. Nice little equal highs right here into the day open price. Let's see if we can get a sweep of that day open price level. This is a lot of volatility. Back and forth, more consolidation. We need to see a sweep of these highs here. Or something. Sweep of something. Don't want to just jump in here. I guess 820 again. We're back at that 820 level. So we're back at entry if our the low that we're looking to sweep last time over here as well is here. So let's see if we get confirmation. We really need to see price go back or down through these bullish candles or this consolidation after some sort of sweep. So I want to see it sweep up, like, yeah, sweep these highs up here and then take us out. So yeah, sweep these highs, there we go, come up here and then trade into the order block. So I mean, as high as 850 would be good even. Right, there it is. Okay, so well, let's see if we close above or below the open price here. I want to see if we get a sweep of this level. So we got to close back below this high, right? And back below the open price. If we don't do that, we'll probably keep going higher. And this will be the next higher low, right? And we'll keep going to that target that we're going to. Okay. closed right on the line there, but let's see what this next candle does. We're gonna get into the order block right here. 850 is the level I'm kind of eyeballing to see if we will hold or break. Right now we got a bullish change of character and an order block here. We got divergence here. Nope, coming back down. Okay, if we close below these candles, I'm going to take a short. Okay, 5 seconds going in. It's about going to be about an 806, 805 entry right there. All right, I'm in the trade. I'm going to put my stop above the imbalance and the order block up here. Actually, I'll probably put it above this high. We'll put it above this high. 80 points. Okay. That is the entry. We're going to run for 1-to-1 is down here. So we're going to run for this low first of all, 60 points. And then we'll see where that goes. Okay, back to 820. We need to see it hold 820 and roll back down. Doesn't look good. Okay, maybe we'll sweep these highs, 850. Sometimes I get the direction right and the timing off, right? So you gotta sweep another high maybe into 850 and then come back. We are in this, yes, Webster. This one was entry down here though. So if you're late, you can wait for this sweep here to confirm. We just got a bullish candle here though, so. But we want it to come back through the day open price and 820. But 850 here, retest looks good if we get to get it to roll back from 850. Okay, 850 coming up. See if we hit it. All right, 50 retest. Okay, 50 level retest and break below. Okay, close below is what we need, but 50 level, whoa, look at that. Okay, always a good reaction off the 50. See if it continues, just like we got the nice reaction from the 80 level here. Close below day open price, and then we see if we can get the continuation down. Otherwise, it doesn't look so good. Okay, back up over 50. See if the next one does it. All right, the fact that we did that, I don't really like, because we came back, we hit the order block, and then we closed back above 50. So I'm probably going to try to get out of this with a half loss here. But we'll see what this next candle does. We do have divergence here. I feel like the 50 could still do something, so just give it a chance. But this next candle retracement, I might just get out with a little bit less of a loss here. So if we come down and close below day open price, I'll keep it. If we don't, I will take out with a 40-point loss. Looks like 40 points. Right about, that's about 30 points. Okay, well, it did close below technically, so let's see if this holds. I will put my stop loss here though, so I'm gonna risk 50 now instead of 80. So I'll have a reduced loss. If this doesn't hold, I don't like it. I need it to go back down from here, and that's it really. This needs to be where it turns around, otherwise it's consolidation to me. Taking out this low here is the goal, 750. Okay, so maybe 751, 755. Ten seconds to close back below day open, please. Doesn't look like it's going to. Hope. All right, I think we're gonna roll back up. Yeah, I'm gonna get out right here. 35-point loss. That's fine. I just don't think this is gonna keep going down. So I'll take a small loss. If we come back up and sweep a high, I'll maybe take another short. But I don't like the way that looks at all. It's not doing what I want it to do. And taking a small loss is better than taking that full stop. Certainly don't want to take an 80-point stop. That's for sure. All right, let's see if this continues higher and takes out another level here. Day open price is going to be my barometer for whether we go higher or lower at this point. 15-minute candle is coming up here, and we're about to close. Looks like we're about to close bullish, but let's see. Nope, interesting enough. We're still going to be bearish here. Oh no, this is the forearm, sorry. What am I talking about? This candle here, there we go. Yeah, we're going to be bullish here because we swept the lows. So, okay. Oh, of course. Yeah, I got out and then it does that. All right, let's see what it does now. Does it come back for those lows? Should I have stayed in? Yep, I should have stayed in. All right, so if we do get a bullish bias on the 15-minute close, and we do get another sweep of these lows, we can look for a potential buy setup. All right, and this is you know, classic FOMC chop scenarios. But if we escape today with just a 30-point loss, I'm okay with that as well. So let's take out some lows here. $800, 780, and 750. Ducks in a row. All right, should have stayed in, I guess. It always takes me to get out, right? I gotta get out of the trade in order for the trade to move. So next time I say I'm gonna get out of break even, you guys just stay in. Yep. Well, did take out 780 just now. 750 is right around the corner though. And we just did create a big bearish push and potentially an imbalance in about 20 seconds. So looks like we will take or attempt to take that low. 750. Yep, 15 flip back bullish here. So we got mixed signals again. But see, from our original entry here, we would be up only about 20-ish points. So 35 points at the height, right? So like, you know, putting that into perspective, it's not really would still be pretty annoying to be in this trade. Here's 60 right here at the low. That was our original take profit. Let's see if we hit it. We are trading into the imbalance. Look at that nice imbalance retest. And let's see if we get to that low there. All right, needs to roll down. To, what is that, 750? Yeah. And there it goes. Come on. Get there.
Hey Jeff.
Yeah.
Explain to me again, why is the indicator showing bullish on the 15-minute? Because I mean, we have a bearish character.
Oh, there it goes.
Single character, and we got a bullish, bearish big candle there. So why is that bullish up there?
15-minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of the previous candle, so right now the current candle, it's not showing the current candle, it's showing the candle before it. Okay, so what that means is that the candle before it swept the low. We're using CRT for the 15-minute here. So we swept the low and we closed back inside the low. That's why it's bullish, not the current candle. Now, if the current candle, look at the current candle, right, is hugely bearish. So since we closed below the low there, this is going to change to bearish once this closes, if it closes like this. But if it comes all the way back up and closes inside the low, then it's going to be bullish. Wow, look at that drop. Oh. All right, well, win some, lose some, right? Would have been a nice trade, but I should have waited for the 50. I mean, I took this sweep into the imbalance as the indication, but it came back one more time, hit the 50, and then rolled over. I mean, look at that. So, but if I was to take the 50 confirmation, it would have had to been this close here below day open price. So I don't know how much better of an entry it would have been. I guess 30 points more. So this would have been an 80-point trade. This came down to about 100 points. Yeah, it would have been a nice trade. Let's see what we do here. James, does that make sense? The CRT, the 50-minute CRT, is why it shows bullish. So we swept this previous candle's low and we closed back inside. That's why this candle shows 15-minute bullish. Since we're on the current candle right now, it wouldn't be bearish because this candle hasn't closed yet. So once this candle closes bearish like this, then this is going to flip to bearish. Took it late in it. Good job, Webster. Yeah, sometimes it's good to be late to the entry, because sometimes you either miss it or you'll get a better entry. All right, let's see where we are here in the range. Oh man, look at that. Took that out. TP Amika, very good. All right, anyone on the YouTube stream, take the trade. You're welcome, sir. Nice trade. All right, so look at that breakdown. Oh man, so this was our original TP, right? It came down another 50 points to 700. Let's see if we get a 700 bounce, or is there anything here to bounce from? There is a low here, I guess. So yeah, there is potentially a rejection that can happen. 680. Okay, 680. Oh, did we touch 680? Not quite. Almost. 680.5. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see if we run back up from here. 680 should be a good springboard level to shoot back up from. See if we can. Yep, looks like we're coming back up from there. Okay, if we close above 720 and this imbalance here, I think we will roll back to this mitigation. And then maybe we can look for a continuation down from there. Or let's see if it keeps going. I don't know. It's the rebound. 20 seconds. Let's see if we close above this imbalance here. Okay, big divergence now. I'm tempted to play this long if it retraces back into this imbalance. We create imbalance here and we retrace back into it. We can look for a long setup. This is bullish. Daily is bullish. We got our sweep. We got our divergence. We got our change of character. We got to close above this though and create an imbalance. And doesn't look like it's going to. But we did get that retest right there, right? 750. Okay, let's see what it does. Not going to take that, of course. All right, I was gonna play the momentum if we got momentum, but doesn't look like we'll get that. Let's see what the 1030 candle does. It's gonna be bearish, obviously, but if we close back through that level, well, 750 exactly. And 680 being retested again. Okay, let's see, we get a closure above here. 2 minutes left for a 1030 candle. We want to see a closure back above 720, like I said, right? And a back above this set of bearish candles here. And then closing above the 750 mitigation. Okay, gonna close below 700, looks like. Yep. All right. So yeah, no setup today, looks like. Next 15-minute candle, if we get a bullish play, like if the candle closes bullish on the next candle, then we have a potential short that we could play, or long that we could play, I'm sorry. But that would still have to set up, as in like the candle would have to close bullish, okay, and then we would have to come back and sweep something internal. And at this point here, our 4 hour is still bearish, so I'm still probably going to lean more towards price going lower, since we did not touch this 4 hour imbalance down here, right? And that's probably going to be the play. So once we get into the 4-hour imbalance, if we sweep this low into the 4-hour imbalance and then we close bullish with a 15-minute candle bullish, then we can look for a bullish play. But that's going to be an afternoon setup at this point. I don't think we're going to get one here. It doesn't look like we will. So I'll just wait and see. We'll wait one more candle, I guess, 15-minute. See if we can set something up for us, and then I'll outline it, and then we can call it a day. That's a pretty nice little drop there. 650. Okay, let's see if we get a move below 650. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Yeah, so original setup was pretty nice, huh? It was pretty good. Should have kept on. Kept it. So I had my stop at the high here, right? And I got out right here, and then look what happens. How much of a drop was that?
Yeah, I've kind of realized that most of these setups, one does not really know whether it will go or not. Because if you're looking at it, you might think that it's going up. So that's what I've realized about these setups.
Yeah, you just gotta give it more room to breathe, basically, and let it just play out, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's sometimes, especially in consolidations, like it comes back, just to take out these like smaller kind of like swing highs. But the thing is you don't really know which one it is. So I played this one and the sweep, but we never got the closure below here. So if I played this one here with the closure below, this would have been a much stronger signal. But then the stop would have been much bigger. Like I said, if we close below, this consolidation or even these lows here, with that move, that would have been a stronger signal, but then the stop would have been about 80 points, which I guess isn't that bad. But the target was this low. I wasn't sure if price was going to go beyond this low, and obviously it did, much lower. So 180, 2R trade, and down we go. All right, so this next candle, if we close bearish, we're gonna give ourselves a 15-minute imbalance here. All right, we're going into FOMC tomorrow, right? I feel like these moves are going to be, these FOMC moves are pricing in what's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't really think tomorrow's gonna do much of anything, but these moves leading up to FOMC are always big. You can see the big lead up to Monday here, right, into the previous daily high and then trading away from it. But overall, if you look at, like let's say 1 hour structure or 4 hour structure, this is really still just a small movement, right, in the bigger picture. So, we could see a much bigger move down tomorrow in FOMC, or we could see price just kind of consolidate here. And the next area that we have below us, I was targeting this imbalance today. The next area we have below us is this very tiny imbalance here, and then this big gap imbalance right here. So if we get a bearish close on this candle, this 45-minute candle here, it's going to leave us an imbalance. You can see the indicators already painting that here. And what the play will be is for price to come back into the imbalance and then go lower, obviously, right, to the run to the next draws and liquidity. Previous week highs below, week open is below, and also previous day low, and the gap right there, right? So those are the areas we can look for price to run back to. Right, this will be the potential setup if we do get one. All right, and yeah, we'll see if the afternoon sets us something for something like this. If it does, great. If not, you know, we'll come back and try to carve something out before FOMC. FOMC is at 2 o'clock, right? So our New York session tomorrow is going to be well before that. So we can see if there's a setup beforehand. Most likely it's going to be pretty choppy, but we'll see. All right. Any questions before we call today? That was kind of a weird day today. Some of you got nice trades. If you guys took your break evens and your small losses with me, then it's not too bad of a day. It wasn't a full loss, right? 30 points is nothing. But some of you got some nice trades, so I'm happy about that. All right, guys. That's going to do it. We'll see you tomorrow. If you do have any questions, if you guys on YouTube have any questions, again, leave them in the comments below if you need to. But we'll come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. FOMC. All right. Take care, guys.